guys, it's Ashley My Faith, and today we are on week 7 of our Women in the Bible summer series. So today we'll be going over Hannah, and to get ready for this section we need to read 1 Samuel 1, and if you have extra time you can also read Samuel 2, 1 through 11. So take some time to go over that, and then we'll get right into the questions. So the first question is, who was Hannah? And I just put Elkanah's wife. Elkanah's, I don't know, hopefully I say these names right. But that's all I really put for that, so add on to that if you'd like to. And the second question is, Hannah suffered during her waiting season just like we can as well. What are some ways to have joy and peace during our waiting seasons in life? So I put staying close to the Lord is very important to have that joy and peace, because if you are distant and lean away from Him rather towards Him, then it's going to be hard to have that joy and peace that surpasses all understanding. We also put praise Him. Very important to praise Him no matter what is going on, whether you're on that mountaintop or down in the valley. It's just important to praise Him no matter the circumstance. And one of the girls put not comparing, which is super important, because as soon as you start comparing yourself to others, that joy and peace is gone. So very important to try not compare yourself to others, especially if they're getting the things they want but you're not, and that can be very hard. So very important to not focus on that comparison and just trust in God's timing. And of course God's timing is much more different than our timing, so of course it might seem super slow for us, but we do have to realize God's timing is perfect, no matter what we think and how long it's taking or whatever. But very hard to keep in mind sometimes. We do need to keep that in mind. God's timing is perfect. And the last thing we put was pray to God, obviously. So easy to not do that though when you're in those waiting seasons and getting frustrated and all that. But yeah, praying to God will also keep you close to Him for sure during those tough waiting seasons. And the last question we'll be going over today is, Hannah had to give up her firstborn son to the Lord and still didn't think that was even enough. So she also offered a bull, flour, and wineskin. What are some things in your life you could offer or give up more often to honor the Lord? Alright, first of all, it's just amazing to think how Hannah just gave her son over to the Lord, and just I know she promised him if she was able to get pregnant she would do that. But just imagine though, after having your baby for 2 years or whenever they get weaned off, that she just had to give him over to the Lord literally and to the temple and let someone else have him. But it's just so crazy to think about, and how we actually need to do that with our kids as well. Not to that extent, but definitely we know that they belong to the Lord. Our children is actually the Lord's children, and that He loves them more than us, which is crazy to think about. Just thought that was really interesting to think about. Alright, so back to the question of what are some things in your life you offer or give up more to honor the Lord. So kind of already addressed the family thing, because we did put family down, but we do have to give up our family to the Lord, and because we obviously just want to hold them close and keep them to ourselves, but they are the Lord's, and you have to keep that in mind. Or they could be a distraction sometimes too, and you get too caught up in your identity being a mom or whatever, and then you're distracted from the Lord too. So you have to have that balance for sure, because family can be obviously a very positive thing to be focused on, but if you're only focused on that, then you don't have time for the Lord then either. Me and our girls also put screen time, which is such a big distraction for us nowadays. I feel for sure, just our phone and screen time on TVs, phones, wherever, laptops. Definitely have to give that up more often to honor the Lord, so I have more time to honor the Lord instead of wasting my time just on it staring at a screen. Is such a big time waster for sure. This also goes into one of the other answers, which is using my time wisely. So yeah, should we be on our phones for hours, or should we be in our book studying the Word, praying over people, serving? There's so much things we could be doing with our time besides staying around and all that. And then the last one we put was cut out distractions. So all these things were distractions. There's could be even more that if you think about it, but just really ponder and think about what are those distractions in your life that take you away from the Lord. And they could be good things too, family, career, business, and all that, but they can still be a distraction to the Lord if you make that your everything. Well, those are all the questions I had for today's section. So yeah, just really meditate on the verses today. Just like I said, it was just crazy to think how Ham did have to go for firstborn son and at such a young age to the Lord, but just so like inspiring to see and be such a good reminder for me once my baby boy's here as well. And yeah, just really taking all these questions, especially where like the things we could be giving up to the Lord. It's very easy to get distracted for sure. So yeah, thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Amazing grace, how sweet.